Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, August 31st, 2022. The last 4 months of the year start tomorrow. And we're enjoying a beautiful sunset, which as usual, you really can't see that well in the iPhone, but there's some beautiful golden yellow colors behind me. And the moon, crescent moon, is out above. And you might hear in the background some of the birdies are chirping away as they return home at the end of a day of flying and eating and crapping and whatever they do at dusk. So, you might have seen Taboola. I don't know if you're familiar or not, but, I've long said, and I will keep saying, nothing lasts forever. And Google's been the 800-pound gorilla in the room for a long time, and spoke recently about, some things that are TikTok cutting into Google. And now we have Taboola, which is introducing their wallpaper alternative to a search engine. So by wallpaper, this means on the lock screen of a mobile device, a phone, a tablet. So when your phone is, on but off, like it's locked, you have to put in the password, and the screen shows up, they call that the wallpaper. And that will show, Taboola News will show up with links to the content producer sites. The key is trusted content producer sites, because this is countering the amazing amount of misinformation that's all over the place on social media, which I am a big fan of because I love freedom and I believe in free speech. And so people should be allowed to say whatever ridiculous things they want. However, it's also nice that if you're smart enough to not get your news from TikTok and Facebook and Twitter and all the ridiculous sites, you might want to get it from a trusted site. So you have an idea, although, for instance, like with exceptions, of course, because at the outbreak of the COVID virus, Fraudgy and the rest of them, the supposedly most trusted sources were the ones giving the misinformation, while they were calling everyone else that said, hey, there are treatments for this, and the vaccines won't stop you from getting the thing, and the masks don't do anything. Actually, Fraudgy said that himself before he said, oh, wear 2 masks, but I digress anyway. So for what it's worth, they're looking to provide an alternative to all the kids and everyone getting their news from sites that are full of misinformation, because, again, these are trusted content providers, not your cousins, uncles, Fred's, brothers, something or other, who just wants to go off with, what he thinks you ought to do about whatever and what the news, whatever. Like this is, the wallpaper comes up, says, here's the news, such and such is happening in Ukraine. A lot of misinformation about what was going on in Ukraine, and still is, are the Russians doing this? Are the Ukrainians defending on that aisle from the battleship? I remember that, and this and that. Is this town being blown up? Is that thing happening? Is any of our money going to any good, or is it just going into the corrupt Ukrainian government and oligarchs' pockets, which of course it is? But, there's all kinds of misinformation. Well, supposedly, Taboola News, the wallpaper, will say, here's the latest Taboola News. Click here for more. Boom. Traffic goes right to the trusted provider website, whether it's the New York Times or whatever trusted providers of content, which again, talk about misinformation, New York Times is practically the king of it, but at least their agenda and where they're coming from. And it's a lot different than just seeing something going viral, spreading all over TikTok that is just total BS. Make sense? So here's the key and why this message is to business owners, which hopefully you are, if you're listening to this or reading it or watching it, because you can advertise through Taboola News. So you can benefit from this traffic. They think this is going to boost their advertising revenue by like $50 million over the next year, and I'm sure it'll take off from that because these news providers now do not have to pay for Google AdWords, and where people type in or are looking for the news and they have to pay money for clicks to their website, Taboola is going to send it to them at no cost. However, ads are going to pop up, and so you can advertise on Taboola News, which I believe is going to become, and ones like it, keep your eye out, and I'll keep you updated on World Wide Web Wednesdays. There are going to be more of these kind of alternatives to the search engines and to the social media garbage sites popping up. like I said, nothing lasts forever. Facebook, Google, giants of the world online, and they're getting chipped away, chipped away, chipped away, chipped away. And Taboola is looking to do that to Google and other search engines, but mainly Google, of course, the 800-pound gorilla in the room. So that'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday. Keep your eyes open or check out Taboola News. It's not everywhere. I think they said it's only in 80 markets worldwide. But watch for it to roll out to wherever you are, and other similar services like it. Might want to check those out for some advertising. That'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday, August 31st, 2022. Thanks for being here today, or watching, reading, or listening on the replay. And I will catch you back here again tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Enjoy whatever's left of your day, or to our friends down under, enjoy the start of the day. And I will catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.